Hi, my name is Logan. I'm in Miss Carter's class, and I will be reading my Don't Go to Mars persuasive essay. So my title is Don't Go to Mars, It's Not Worth It. Earth was chosen to be inhabited by the human species because of all the resources and necessities that are vital for life. Without these resources, the human species would be dead. Mars does not have all the resources Earth has to provide support not only for the human race but for animals and plants. On Mars there is much carbon dioxide, no livable temperatures, and not enough oxygen. Mars has way too much carbon dioxide, so much that we nor plants could survive. It consists of 95% carbon dioxide, 3% nitrogen, 1.6% argon. This means that there is so much carbon dioxide that we wouldn't be able to live or breathe. Cases of CO2 poisoning have been linked to central nervous system damage and permanent deterioration of respiratory functions. Also, if we try to take animals up there, they would die just like humans. CO2 enhances plants will need extra water both to maintain their larger growth as well as to compensate for greater moisture evaporation as the heat increases. Where will it come from? Rainwater is not sufficient for current agriculture, and the aquifers they rely on the running dry throughout the earth. Lastly, if we try to take plants up there, they would die because plants need CO2, but not too much. As you can see, almost everything would die because of how much CO2 there is. The temperatures on Mars are not livable or sustainable for life. The atmosphere is too thin, and it says in one of the articles it says the atmosphere of Mars is less than 1% of Earth's, so it does not protect the plants from the sun's radiation. This is saying that the plants would die once we try to plant them on Mars. Another is the temperatures are so colder than Earth. The regular temperature is negative 80 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 60 degrees Celsius. This would be way too cold to live in a way, and that's not including winters. Mars also doesn't retain heat like Earth. It says in one of the articles, Mars can't retain any heat energy. This is saying that Mars does not keep the heat it gets. Now know why the temperatures are not livable. There is not enough oxygen on Mars to support human life. In an article, it says that the oxygen content of Martian atmosphere is only 0.13% compared with 21% of Earth's atmosphere. This obviously way too low. That's 20.87 difference of oxygen. Also, plants couldn't survive without oxygen either. The answer is that all plant cells need oxygen to live because without oxygen, they can't perform aerobic respiration Respiration is the process of breaking down food to get energy. Another thing is all of us and animals we bring would die because we wouldn't be able to breathe. Cross pollution helps at least 30% of the world's crops and 90% of the wild plants to thrive. Without bees to spread seeds, many plants, including food crops, would die off. Lastly, a lot of people don't think of this, but our main pollinating sources is bees and other pollinating animals. And without oxygen, they would die, and if they die, then all our plants would die. Why do other people want to go to Mars? Well, I think they want to because we are destroying the Earth so much that it would be trashed. It would be so trashed that we wouldn't have to leave. Mars has frozen water underground and at the polar ice caps. This is saying that there is water on Mars. We don't know if it is clean or even can be clean because of it could be toxic. We shouldn't go to Mars because there is not enough oxygen to support life. There's so much CO2, non-livable temperatures, and not enough oxygen. We wouldn't have a good life. So if we go to Mars, we will either die or have a very depressing, boring life. As you can see, the Earth is meant for human life, not Mars. Stay on Earth. We will survive together.